Hey guys, so I made this delicious Angus beef chunks and beef tendon in a stew for dinner. Check this out. Welcome to the continuation of my collagen series with Chinese soups. Today we're going to explore one of my favorite proteins, the beef tendon. Beef tendons are used in a variety of Chinese soups, stews, dishes, noodles, hot pot, dim sum, and even salads. It's really one of my favorite proteins when it comes to collagen boosting ingredients. Beef tendon is a protein and is almost entirely composed of collagen-rich connective tissue. When simmered for hours, the collagen breaks down into a gelatin, which gives the broth a velvety, rich consistency. This natural gelatin is packed with amino acids like glycine and proline, which supports skin elasticity, joint health, and gut healing. Today's soupy braised stew is this rich, delicious, and a little bit thicker consistency of a soup with white radish, beef chunks, beef tendon, and a variety of herbs. It can eat more like a stew and sets a great base for other ingredients such as potatoes and carrots for kids. And this is what I love about cooking. You can make whatever you want. I certainly do. For this recipe, I'm using fresh garlic cloves, 1 white onion, and 1 whole white radish as the complementary vegetables, along with beef tendon and Angus beef chunks to serve for dinner. The herbal base includes 2 different types of mushrooms for the really added umami flavors. I also added dried red dates, dried cinnamon, dried cloves, 1 dried star anise, and 1 dried tangerine peel. These spices create an aromatic, warming, and slightly spiced flavor to a pretty cooling soup because of the white radish. These ingredients are actually the hallmark of Chinese braised dishes and stews. To start, I will soak my dried tangerine peel to allow it to soften for about 30 minutes so that I can scrape the more bitter inner flesh before using it in my soup. While that's soaking, I will prepare the rest of the dish. I will open up the flavors. In Cantonese, it's known as bao heng, in a cast iron pot with a little bit of oil on medium heat using the garlic and onions. And then I will caramelize the beef chunks and beef tendon for added flavor. It's this crusty edge that really makes the meats tasty, and you can serve it as part of your meal. Once everything is nice and charred, I'll add in 4 liters of water, the peeled and cut white radish, the mushrooms, and all the herbs for the soupy stew. At this point, cover and bring it to a full boil on high heat. For additional flavoring, you could consider adding oyster sauce, but because it's kind of like a soupy stew, I don't want it too salty. Instead, I added 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 chunk of rock sugar to balance out the flavors. Once it's all boiling, reduce to a low-medium heat for at least 2 hours. It should be a soft, gentle bubbling in the pot. I really like my tendons super soft and jiggling, so the longer, the better. I really do taste tests along the way to see softness and flavors. Serve hot and enjoy. I love everything about this soupy goodness. The beef is falling apart and the tendon is soft and slightly chewy. The white radish has absorbed all the flavors of the meat and spices and is to die for. And for those who know me, I tend to make bigger batches just so that I can have leftovers. So here's the collagen test, which is to leave it in the fridge overnight and flip it upside down the day after. I tend to use glassware to store all my Chinese soups and stews in the fridge. You can either reheat in the microwave or the stovetop and enjoy again. You can find other collagen boosting recipes such as chicken feet or pig's trotter on the channel. Happy soup making for your skin, and I'll see you next time.